The Joe Rogan Experience.
The number of earthquakes since fracking. Let's before I talk shit.
What's
and
fracking?
use bro science.
Fracking?
Let's find out.
It's where
what
they
percentage
drilling for
of increase in earthquake activity?
What is it?
Pretty
many
much
words?
drilling for oil, pretty much. Right?
Yeah. It's basically they're drilling into. It's a more complicated way of drilling, but through this, they've liberated so much oil that we're not as dependent. I don't know if we are dependent anymore on international oil. They've been able to suck a lot of it out of the ground, but for people that live there, it's horrific. Like there's a guy named, is it Josh Fox, who has that book Gasland, or a documentary Gasland? I believe that's his name. He's been on here before.
This
What's
article
that?
about it, which this is from Inside Science from maybe a year.
What does that say there? Where you highlighted?
I didn't highlight. It's just weirdly highlighted already
Oh,
somehow.
even in Western Canada, only about 1 in 300 fracking operations causes earthquakes. Oh, no big deal.
300
Large
per
enough for
hour.
a person to feel. In North America at the moment, imagine how funny that is. Hey, man, seriously, we only cause 1 earthquake for every 300.
We're changing the earth. Only 1 out of 300.
They don't tell you how many fracking operations they have. What if they have like 300 a day across 3,000 different holes in the ground?
Which seems like that makes actual sense. It's probably
Yeah.
something high like that.
Yeah, dude, people have these ranches out in these places, and then they have these things set up on these ranches where they'll frack and dig into the ground, and good luck if you have like a water source that's connected to that, apparently. And sometimes the gas gets out of the ground, it fucks up the air quality, and like, oof, bro, that gets dark. They aren't just small quakes, although fracturing-related earthquakes are chronic. They were thought to be minor, but new research is showing they can be quite large and damaging. The focus of the study, a 5.7 magnitude quake near Prague, Oklahoma, damaged 14 homes and other structures in the area. Imagine you're in Prague, Oklahoma. You're like, at least I can just sit on the porch and relax. We're away from most folks. And these fracking motherfuckers, they chewed up the ground under your house. Like, the government has to decide, like, how deep under your house is it still your house? Like, if you buy a plot of land and they drink your milkshake. You remember that from that movie, Let There Be Blood? He's like, I drink your milkshake.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
You remember what I'm talking about? Dude. Do you remember?
Doug, when am I going to see you again?
You're going to see me anytime you want.
All right.
Anytime. Let's make scheduled times when we see each other.
You're going to do a comedy club down there and a podcast?
Most likely. I'm definitely going to do a podcast. Most likely I'm going to do a comedy club there too. Why not? Be fun for all of us.